We start, of course, with the latest on the storm damage left across North Texas. The two cities where we are seeing the most damage are Grapevine and Decatur. In Decatur, our crew saw several buildings damaged, including homes. And check out this video from Michael Lopez. You can see power flashes off in the distance there. Multiple homes were damaged, and emergency crews there report 2 injuries. One person was hurt after being hit with flying debris while driving. The other person's car was overturned due to high wind. And in Blue Ridge, which is in Collin County, just northeast of McKinney, more roofs ripped off and some buildings completely leveled. No reports of damage there, but schools in the area did release early for the day. And in Grapevine, we are hearing 5 people are dealing with storm-related injuries. You can see multiple power poles are snapped. We also know homes and businesses suffered major damage as well. Listen to what a resident told our photojournalist about the storm hitting his office.
I'm really surprised it took part of the roof off my office over here. I mean, it damaged all my stuff back here. I had a carport over there. It's over in the neighbor's yard. Trailers, it just picked them up and turned them sideways, and a lot more damage than I expected it to be.
You know, you can see those strong storms that started out west early in the morning ended up sweeping across North Texas. We want to get out live to Grapevine, where our Cynthia Isaguera leads our coverage this evening. Izzy, what are you seeing where you are?
I am seeing a lot of destruction, Morgan. I'm on the north end of Grapevine, right off of Highway 114 and Northwest Highway. And one of the cleanup crew guys just came up to me and said, this is why people need to take cover. He has picked up at least 50 pieces of thick glass from the lawn of that house alone within the last couple of hours. Also, look at this behind me, this street sign that just got tossed over here from who knows where. And look at that. Wrapped around that pole there is aluminum that came from a building on the other side of this house to the right of me. Just destruction everywhere. The mayor here, Mayor William D. Tate for the city of Grapevine, has signed a disaster declaration should this community qualify for federal funding, because he says that a tornado touched down in multiple areas here in Grapevine, including in your neighborhood, Michelle. Michelle has been a resident of Grapevine for many, many years. First of all, I'm so glad you're okay, Michelle.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Overwhelmed right now, but we're safe, so I thank God for that, and we're just clean it up and go on.
Describe the moment it happened.
Well, I had gone in the closet with my 3 dogs, and my husband was looking out the bedroom window, watching it all happen. But I heard the big noise, and I could see my bathroom windows, and I saw all the debris hitting and flying all over. It was just a very scary moment.
What's the best way to describe it?
Well, you know, it happened so fast, it's hard to even put it into words. I knew instantly what was happening, but you just have to stay safe, and that's my biggest message. When you hear the warnings, do what you're supposed to do and get yourself to safety.
We're glad that you did, Michelle. We're glad that you're okay, and that is the good news from the city of Grapevine. We had 5 injuries. 5 people were taken to the hospital, Morgan, none of them with life-threatening injuries. One more piece of good news. As you know, Grapevine is known as the Christmas capital of Texas. I'm being told that historic downtown Grapevine took no damage. All activities will proceed as normal for the rest of the evening and throughout the rest of the holiday season. We're back again at 5 and 6 with more from Grapevine. Until then, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Izzy, thank you. Some good news after a really tough day out there. We do have crews spread out in areas hit hard by today's storms. Damon Fernandez spent the day in Decatur, where the National Weather Service is assessing a possible tornado.
I'm Damon Fernandez in Decatur along County Road 2264 right now. We can see crews are hard at work behind me, cleaning up some of the mess that was left behind after earlier storms today. You can see the utility contractors are working on utility poles that were damaged earlier today from those strong winds during the storm. A few steps away, you can see sheets of metal have blown all over the area. Right here, they're along the ditch and wrapped around some trees. A few steps away, you can see a tree was uprooted. Workers are trying to figure out what to do with that. Not too far from that tree, out here in the distance, a crane that was standing erect earlier today is now toppled on its side. Workers are trying to figure out what to do there. Then a few steps from that, there's an oil well where neighbors told me storm did some damage there and possibly caused a spill. Environmental crews are here on site trying to figure out what to do there. And then in this field in the distance, you can see a lot more heavy metal and debris. One neighbor, the property owner, told me that this was from a shed, a long shed that was on the neighboring property. It blew over here this afternoon. That mess is carried over way across the street here where that metal is wrapped around some large utility equipment back there. Again, lots of damage out here in this particular area, and there's even more in parts of Wise County. We'll have more of that coming up at 6. In Decatur, I'm Damon Fernandez.